So today I have a treat for you guys. This is a Chevy Silverado 1500 that is a landscaper's truck that really never gets a full deep clean. As you can see from the before shots, there's chocolate milk protein shakes spilled in the seat. The bed is full of rotten leaves and trash. The inside is pretty much just a storage unit for all the equipment that he uses. It's time to get this thing all cleaned up on the inside and the outside and make this thing look like new. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It makes this channel possible, and turn on those notifications. And before we get too far into the video, I want to announce the winner from last week's video, and that person is WRX Jordan, who won a free microfiber drying towel from foxclean.com. If you haven't seen those, you will see them later on in the video. And another giveaway will be hidden inside this video as well for anybody that missed out from the previous week. Now, one huge plus to doing the outside first is you get the opportunity to spray down all of the door jambs and door sills kind of on the inside of the vehicle before you get to the inside, because that overspray from the water doesn't matter because you're going to tackle the inside next. Now, while I clean up these wheels and turn them into mirrors, I'm going to announce the giveaway for this video, which is a set of detailing brushes, a set of microfiber towels, one in each color, and a bottle of Mint Shine all-purpose cleaner. All three of those are essentials to cleaning an interior of a vehicle, and for that, I need you guys to comment down below. Are you a dog person, a cat person, all pet person, whatever kind of pet person you are, comment down below, and you'll be entered in, and one person will win that full set of products in next week's video. So for the last several months, I've actually been doing a lot of business consulting, YouTube growth work with a lot of people and a lot of their channels, social media, adoption from business standpoint. And in last week's video, I kind of mentioned that's something that I'm offering now and something I've been doing. But to go a little bit more in depth, it's something that a lot of people don't have a lot of experience with, and that's something I personally have with growing businesses, growing social media presence, and that's something I am offering. So if it is something of interest to you, very, very soon I'm going to open up a certain amount of limited spots because there's only so many clients and so many people I can help consult. So if that is something you're interested in, definitely shoot me an email, and once I have those limited spots available and that full website launched, I'll go ahead and let you guys know as well. But it's something I've been doing a lot of work with lately and working with people one-on-one, talking with them on the phone for an hour a week and helping them behind the scenes grow their social media presence and also growing their business. So if it is something you're interested in, like I said, shoot me an email and we can talk. Now with the entire interior removed, this gives us a good idea of how much grass seed, dirt, debris, pretty much everything that's been covering these carpets. But with the vacuum cleaner, you will be surprised here very shortly how nice it turned out just by simply vacuuming, which if you saw the recent community tab post, I once again hit on that 80-20 principle, which you guys know exactly what that means. When it comes to vacuuming, it's 80% of the job with 20% of the effort. So sit back and relax and enjoy this portion because the very end of this vacuuming stage is pretty insane.
This is the hour, the darkest place. Dante's Inferno, the devil's maze. It's a good world gone bad. It's a good world. Good world gone bad.
Now, some of you might be a little bit surprised to see me now using the compressed air to blow out all that dust that's up on this dashboard and on the freshly vacuumed carpets. For me personally, vacuuming first, so that way I'm not covered in dirt and mud and grass, is more important than a little bit of excess dust and dirt that gets blown on the ground, because at the end of every detail, once I get the seats and everything put back together, I always do a second round of vacuuming again anyways, because you will bring in dirt and debris. So that is why I am now using compressed air, which if you have never used before, definitely recommend trying it, whether you have an air compressor or go to, like, Office Depot or Walmart or whatever and get one of those cans of compressed air you'd use for your keyboard. Those work really well as too. Granted, they're kind of a one-use object, but if you haven't already, definitely try it. It helps out a ton, especially if you have excess liquid in the switches or the door seams. It's something that you can just blow all that out and wipe it down a lot faster than trying to squeeze a microfiber towel into those spaces. While we get these seats ready for the extraction phase by vacuuming up all of this dirt and debris that's sitting on them, I wanted to hit on a topic of my biggest personal business mistake that I've done, and that is essentially hesitating, not just going for it. And as you get older and you have more responsibilities, there's always reasons and things that'll come up in the back of your head or are real things that limit you from going after what you want to accomplish. But the biggest thing that I've always held on to, especially playing hockey pretty much my whole life, is something Wayne Gretzky always said as a famous quote. And if you've never heard of him, one of the greatest hockey players of all time, is you miss every shot you don't take. And that applies with pretty much everything in life, and especially with business, that if you do not go after something or try, you can't say that you ever had a chance of winning in general. So for me personally, that's something that I have experienced with different business ventures that I've wanted to start, is just not going for it and waiting too long to the point where that window closes. So if you have an opportunity, you see one personally for you guys, go for it. Calculate the risk, figure out a plan, and just go for it and execute. If you don't execute, you'll never know if you're going to accomplish anything. Now, I've gotten the question about if I have a heater in my garage or what I do during the wintertime when I detail these cars. I actually have a propane heater in my garage that I run constantly, especially during these winter months. And I will say I am extremely anxious for it to start warming up again. I think it was 3 days ago we had a spell where it went up to 60 degrees and it was amazing. But the day of this detail, it was back down into the high 20s again, which means no washing outside. So that's why I'm still washing cars in the garage, and I am just counting down the days to when I can wash outside again and just get out in the sun and get in some warm weather, because it's brutal, especially filming in the garage when you're pressure washing. I don't know if you guys noticed, is you get the misting, and it's really hard to see sometimes with the camera, but it essentially creates clouds of humidity in the garage. So for me personally, I am excited for spring. I'm excited to get out of the house some more, get some vitamin D. And the beach is definitely in my future soon, especially living in Ohio with all the cold weather we had. I'm super anxious to head down south or just go to the beach in general and get outside. So let me know in the comments below, what are you guys most anxious for, especially if you live up north, for some warmer weather? What are you guys looking forward to? Now, I always love doing the interior exterior transformations because it's just so much more rewarding. It does take more time, and I will say that this video took quite a while to film. The actual detailing portion took about 6.5 to 7 hours to fully complete this finished look that you guys see here. And I also want you guys to check out this video that you are seeing on screen. This is an older detail of one of the nastiest cars I've ever detailed. It was full of roaches, which is, I think, disgusting enough for you guys to go watch it. So right here on the screen, it'll be for you guys to click on to go watch it next. You will not be disappointed with this one. It's another great transformation. And if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys next week.